I look at him, and I cast Command P.
All right, saving throw versus spell, JP.
Come on, JP, to fucking...
Oh my god, you're gonna peel out.
Do I get?
Jake,
Is that
what
a
happens when you crit?
Is that a critical fail?
It's a critical fail, but it doesn't. In this case, there's no.
Okay.
There's no feasible critical effects.
It's a critical
There's no
P.
feasible
His
critical.
So he
pants
just
can
looks
get
at-
extra wet.
He just looks at me and goes, "P."
And you just find yourself going, "Oh god, I really just need to take a fucking leak right now." And you can't get your armor off fast enough, and it starts leaking out in your armor.
I just look at him. I'm like, "No problem. I'll clean this up later." Thank you for leaving that poor creature alone. Also, I'm sorry for the smell. It might get. I'm sorry.
You
It's
hear
quite
like
all right, man.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Also,
Well,
that's
I'm
not
feeling-
very nice. Please don't do that again.
Battle
Well,
is
I'm-
a scary place for people.
It
while
is.
I'm still invisible, you can like hear a chuckle from afar.
Are all the
And
beasts
then
dead?
I dispel the flaming sphere and I'm gonna uninvis.
Battles really do bring out the worst in us, don't they?
I mean, if you let yourself get taken away, yes. But if you keep a level head and you're planned and prepared, you're good to go.
Right. Well, friends, it looks like we've accomplished this mission. Do we just head back now?
I mean, wasn't there talk about the portal that
We need to
should
find the
investigate?
portal, I believe.
Ah, that's right.
You hear some howling off in the woods.
There's
Oh.
there's wolves.
Shit.
Maybe. I'd look up at the sun. Where is it at, Neil? Actually, I have 11 it. Is it daylight?
It is daylight.
Just like we should probably keep going while we have the big thing in the sky with us. Probably be good.
11
It is,
inch is totally average, JP.
Yeah, but I can't. No. I'm just. That's how I communicate. That's.
Oh,
what I'm
okay,
saying.
okay.
Yes, let us keep
It's
going.
not that
while
I
big
don't know
thing in
what
the sky
is the
is still
sun.
there.
Yeah. Let's keep going. As
Okay.
I pass by the beast, I make sure like not to step on them. And
Neil, would my locate creature still be on?
What's the duration of locate creature?
7 turns.
Yeah, that's an hour and 10 minutes.
So do I know that more displacer beasts are?
You have to
up ahead?
concentrate on the spell and look.
I concentrate.
All right, you concentrate and you search the woods for displacer beasts, and you detect no others in front of you or behind you or to your sides. There's no more displacer beasts, but there are howls coming.
Well, there are no more displacer beasts, but something else seems to be up ahead.
I kind of check the party as we go. I'm like lifting up this shingle, kind of checking their shoulder there, and massaging Marius's bicep. Are
You,
are
like,
we all
open up-
okay? Is everyone healed?
you move one of the plates, and just like this little pouch of piss just comes out because it had no other way to escape. It's like, thank you.
With a little
Thank you.
grin on my face as he's checking me out, I said, "Let me check my nipple real quick."
I
No.
knew you'd like that story. I've
No
got
teeth
plenty
marks.
more.
Please.
Did I ever tell you about
No.
Tom Dick, the guy with no dick?
Voitech. Please.
Yes.
Neil, if I want to collect arrows
some
off
other
dead
time.
bodies, what's the rate that I can get them back?
Half.
Okay, so half I would like to get them back or whatever.
Yeah. So you can retrieve half of them round down.
Oh, I go and as we get ready to leave, I walk probably like 15 feet steps. Then I turn immediately around and walk right back to my crossbow and put it back on my shoulder.
Nice.
I help him.
Yeah, I can't. Can you pick that up? I can't, Ben.
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
So Jen, what are you looking for?
Displacer beasts?
Okay, you detect no displacer beasts. The howls get a little bit closer, a little bit closer.
I pull out my bow and arrow.
And you guys,
And you guys are searching the woods for these creatures. You're still more or less on the edge of the woods. You've moved inland a little bit, or into the woods a little bit more. They're about 60 or 70 feet behind you, so that you can see out of the woods, but they're still pretty. You're still pretty close to the edge. And as these howls get closer, and as you kind of take your guard and start looking around, give me perception checks.
Excellent. With my one eye. D20 plus 8. Well, I got an 18.
18. Oh no, 29.
26.
Okay. You spot coming, barreling towards you as if the whips of their masters are behind them, a pack of wolves, very large wolves. They're about 7 feet long, gnarly fangs coming out. They're big. Their coloring is softer brown than most wolves. Most wolves are kind of grayish. These are brown and they're a little bit huskier. Jen, you would easily recognize these as wargs.
Wargs! I screamed that.
Neal, I
JP
recognize. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, you
Keep
know
going.
what? In fact, you'd all recognize these as wargs. I think you've all been around enough with such creatures. What were you going to say, Ryan?
I was just going to say, I recognize them as something that can bleed. I already have my bow out, and so I'd like to fire before initiative.
That's
Neal,
right, because you
how
are
many
a
are there?
master with your longbow. Actually, your
How
high
many are there,
master. You at the moment you can only see 4, but they're at like maximum range
On the
of
forward
vision.
one, I cast Rigid Thinking.
As you're like,
The rider.
Spells. There is no rider on them. They're just wargs.
Ooh, that's a problem. Then. Never mind. That's why I was asking you.
Okay.
I guess
You know
as-
what? It actually works on that guy too. Never mind. I'll cast on the front warg.
I cast light on the second front warg.
What is the intelligence of a warg?
I don't
That-
think
that's
you could.
high.
I don't think you can ask that.
I would like to.
60.
I would like to squint and discern that with my intelligence, Neil.
60
And I've been
yards.
fighting
Neil.
wargs for a long time, anyways.
Light
Why
is
did
60
oh,
yards.
there's thinking. Okay, so you guys are range of light is 60 yards. You said.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and range of rigid thinking is also 60 yards. These wargs are much farther than that right now. They are at
Oh.
like 200 yards from you.
I'll hold it till when they're within range.
Yeah,
obviously.
of course.
Can I
Yeah.
discern whether or not, with my intelligence, whether or not they are 3 or
You-
greater?
Wargs are more intelligent than wolves. They are bright enough that they can understand verbal commands. They're a little bit smarter than your average dog, I think. So you would expect that rigid thinking would probably work on them,
Fantastic.
I think. Probably.
How far away
Don't
are
be
these
surprised
things
if it
again?
doesn't. They're like 200 yards.
Okay. I guess I like see everyone. I'm like looking around and I see like Marius pulling back his bow and Wojtek and Leia are just chanting weird shit. I'm just like, visor please. When you can, thank you. And I just kind of like sit there and brace.
Okay.
Right in front of the party.
Ryan, you wanted to go with your super fast shot because you have high mastery with your bow.
Correct. Well, if they're 200 yards out, I imagine I can get several shots before they close the gap.
Probably.
Okay, how many can I get? What's their movement speed?
Let's do it step round by round. So first round, you can get the shot off just as you see them because you have your high mastery ability with your bow. So just
Okay.
make a shot. 200 yards is long range for you, so that's at -5 to hit. So it would be
We're still under the effects of Bless.
what's the duration of Bless? I think
Also,
Bless is 6 minutes.
What's the duration of aid as well?
Those are good questions.
6 rounds on Bless. Aid is... I'm getting closer. Aid is 1 round plus 1 round a level, and I'm 6, so 7 levels. Or 7.
So I
rounds.
don't have that anymore.
No, Bless and Aid have both worn off.
So I'm at 55.
But JP, you can, or not JP, Wojtek?
Wojtek?
Wojtek.
Marius.
Marius, you can get your super long range shot off just as you spot
Okay.
them.
So this is my first shot. 23 minus 5 is an 18.
So 18 is a hit.
Okay. I hit him for 3.
Okay. Your
And Neil... Oh, go ahead.
your shot
Come
hits
back to me.
in the shoulder. The word gives a yelp of pain. What were you going to say, Jeff?
So my thought was to use rigid thinking because it's running and just to have it keep running. But the spell says it'll stop when it accomplishes its task. So would it be safe to say its goal was to run towards us? So the spell will wear off when it just runs towards us?
Well, let me read the spell because I don't
Or would
know
it just keep running forever, which is kind of like my wet dream that I'm having right now? Or something close to forever.
Ryan, you're supposed to roll D8 apparently.
Well, so that one was really long range, so I fired a flight arrow, which is a little bit less damage, but when they get closer, I'll roll my
Okay.
sheath, which are
You should
more.
just explain that every time so chat shuts the fuck up.
I don't mind it. You know, they know now.
Okay, I'm just letting no.
Okay, so it becomes frozen into a single thought and cannot change even if new circumstances would otherwise suggest. Thus, a warrior fighting a kobold will ignore the arrival of a beholder, and a thief picking a lock will pay no heed to the arrival of 3 guards. The creature does not mechanically repeat the action. He is not an automaton. He will not continue to fire his bow at a dragon if he runs out of arrows, but he will choose another means of attacking the dragon with exclusion of all other abilities. Okay, so if you want, you're trying to. So if you cast Rigid Thinking on a wolf, it's whatever
Warg.
or an warg, whatever its current objective is, it will continue to do.
I think it's
Dude.
running towards us, so it would just stop when it gets to us. So instead, I'm going to do chant.
Okay.
And what I say, because they're still 200 yards out or whatever, so I say to them, say, I'm going to sing us a song, and I would like it if you wouldn't let them interrupt us, and if they don't, you'll all be better for it.
Do you just start doing the fucking Matthew McConaughey? Like, what
I'm
do you
behind
do?
us going, yeah, exactly, a little snap, just... I'm just doing that behind us.
All right.
And then, the chest bump.
Nice.
And I wink at people if they make eye contact.
I like
with me,
slowly turn my head back.
Totally
'cause
fine.
I'm just like
It's all part
slowly-
of the song. It's all part of the song.
I kind of look up at the sky going, what have I gotten myself into?
But as
Small
you
man
do
appears with
that,
a spoonful of cocaine for you.
you notice you all get +1 and they all get -1
Yeah.
To hit and damage, I believe.
to hit and
I
damage.
suddenly
and,
feel +1 more accurate.
and by the way, if we can get more priests together, it's a cumulative. So let's get a bunch of fucking priests together. We'll start singing.
Yeah.
I always had that spell, and I was like, "This is the most worthless spell. Like, I'm never gonna use this."
But when the wargs are going to take 2 rounds to get you, and it takes 2 rounds to start casting, like
Yeah, no, it
this is
works.
Perfect.
It
This is
works.
the perfect chance for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I get to keep shooting while they close in, right?
Yeah. Let me see how far they move.
With the bone. Oh no, the chant is not ready yet, right?
Right.
Oh, it's not ready yet, but I'm
But
chanting.
it will be. Yeah. Great chant.
Wait. I started on his first round. It takes... Hang
Two
on.
Take
rounds.
to-
So this next round you won't have it, but the one after this you will.
Yes.
Okay.
So the next round, go ahead and roll initiative. Actually, Brian, you should just hold your shots till the end. It's the most effective. So the wargs close the next round. They get to within. They close 180 yards. They get within 20 yards by the end of that round.
I cast light.
You cast light on one of them. Now you notice that there's not just 4 wargs. There's closer to 6 wargs. Maybe even more, but they're all kind of bounding together, and they're kind of tall, so it's difficult to see. And there's a forest and whatnot. One of them gets a saving throw versus spell against light. Fails its saving throw.
Blinded.
And you immediately see a light beaming out of one of the warg's eyes, and it goes, and so it's like turning and careening into different directions, and then it slams into a tree and falls to the side, like, and gets back up and just, it's confused and it's blinded, and eventually it just gets down low and starts growling, and its fur comes up on edge. Who else has an action ready? JP, what were you doing?
I'm just sitting there, like, adjusting my shield and like getting ready for the fight.
You're shaking the last bit of urine out of your pants.
Yeah, like every now and then I'll feel like some water trickle down. I'm just fucking shake my leg and
All right.
just sitting there in front of the party to make sure that nothing comes.
Marius notches another arrow in his bow.
You said that they're now 20 yards,
Yeah, they are now 20 yards.
so this counts as point blank then.
Yep.
Okay. 15.
15 is a hit against these dastardly beasts.
10 damage.
All right, this is the first one that you were still hitting. He drops to the ground, dead. 2 are out of commission. And take your second shot at the next one.
15 again.
Again, and that's a hit.
7 damage.
7 damage. All right, next one takes an arrow to the, not the throat, but like the chest area just underneath its throat. Arrow goes in pretty deeply. And now we roll initiative, and melee combat ensues.
We're rolling individual initiative.
No, let's just do group.
Grope initiative.
7.
Group initiative.
7 on the grouping. Groping.
I grab my own breast.
Okay. The Wargs go lick themselves because they go first. So the Wargs go first. Who is front? I would guess JP is front and center.
Yep.
Because Wojtek is in the back going, and Morius is kind of in between.
Way more
right-
musical than
yeah.
that, though. It sounds really nice.
Well, I didn't, I
You know
didn't
what
want
I
to
mean.
overshadow you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Wojtek's one more in front, and Jasper's in the very front with this, Morning Star as 3 wargs descend on him, 1 from the front, 2 from the sides, like velociraptors.
Okay. Jeff, apparently if
Oh my god.
What?
we get
2
20 priests, we can do a thing called the Unearthly Choir, which does 20 d6 in a 300 by 1,000 foot area.
It's gonna happen.
I
We'll
don't
get
know if
together.
that's true or not. We'll have to have Neil actually
No,
look
I
that
see
up.
it. It's right here.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, so Leia
third
suddenly
level
becomes
spell.
a priest.
What was the damage? What am I losing an arm?
No, I'm saying that 2 of them rolled 1s on their attacks.
Okay.
And I'm very bitter over this, but they both rolled 16s on their saves, so they're fine.
11 or more, Neil, or JP. Not even 20.
Oh, nice.
But one of them lands nope, 19 AC.
Yep.
Fuck. One of them gets its teeth wrapped around part of your shield, and you have to wrench your shield out of its maw. But then another one closes behind that, or one of them bounds after. No, Leia's, you're still invisible, aren't you?
No, I'm visible, but I was supposed to be behind people.
Yeah,
Not
well,
front rank.
but if you think about it, you don't have a rank, you have a column. Like, you've got Jasper, then you've got Marius, then you've got Wojtek, and then you've got, like, Leia. Something like this, roughly. And the wargs are coming from here. So 3 of them go and attack Jasper. One of them peels off and goes
Why
to
would I
attack-
be
like-
not next to Wojtek, though? I don't see
Even if
why
you're
I would
next-
stand... Yeah.
Even if you're next to Wojtek, they're still coming from the south in general, and only so many can get
Okay.
around Jasper. So one swings over to flank Leia for a 7 does not hit you.
Her armor shrugs off the claw from the warg as she laughs because her hardened thigh just deflects the saber claws.
The teeth wrap around some scraps of clothing and rip a hole in it, but deal no damage to you whatsoever. It's like the trail of your cloak. This is not, what's that game? This is not the latest Mortal Kombat game, which is fucking ridiculous, by the way.
That's true. Yeah, it's really crazy.
That game is
Not the one that hasn't come out yet, though. That's going to be exciting.
No, no, I'm talking about the new one.
Yeah.
The Mortal Kombat 10 or whatever. Have you seen that? That's actually a fucked up game, man.
Oh, that's not the one that's out yet? No.
This one's not out yet. Yeah.
The one that's not out yet, it's awesome, yeah.
Okay. I've only played the one that is
Go,
out. And
go
it's
watch
just-
some of the trailers for 10. There's like a fatality where this guy like puts a knife out and he makes someone walk towards it and it like goes into his eye very slowly
Awesome.
and it's real fucking, it's fucked up, man.
Dude, that's fucked up.
It's some metal shit. Anyways.
Anyway, Leia, you don't get hit. And
Okay.
then a warg pulls around and attacks, not Maurice, Marius. Marius,
Some people call
bites-
me Maurice.
11? Does 11 hit you?
No.
No.
I don't know.
No.
He could not be wearing armor.
We're all
He might-
19, she's 11. Just keep that in mind.
Oh wow, you're all 19. That's very
Yeah.
that's very handy. All right, Maurice.
I'm more than 19 sometimes, but yeah.
Yeah. The wolf bites at you, but otherwise misses, and then it is the party's turn. Take your actions as you please.
Now remember, you're all...
Fuck,
oh, Neil, by
man.
the way, you're
God
supposed
damn it.
you need to be -1. You remember that.
Yeah. Well,
That's
they
true.
all missed even harder then.
Yeah, just remember.
I will. Is that a pass,
Okay.
Jasper?
Yeah.
Okay. Jasper misses with his Morning Star.
And don't forget me, Neil. Let me describe my turn too, please.
Wojtek.
Yes, so I'm in the back going, okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Next initiative.
But you should just do that in the background while everyone else describes their accents. Just constantly.
It's implied.
It's
It's roleplayed.
Jen or Ryan?
I attack point blank.
Okay, you take a step back, shoot at this warg right in the 29 is a hit. Actually, crit on 16s or higher.
Yep.
And that clears by
Oh, that's actually true.
a lot.
Did
Someone-
he forget his +1?
He probably
And they're
forgot
supposed to get a -1 on their.
If
Yeah.
I get a +1 and they get a -1, then that's a 30.
Okay.
Well, they get -1 on their. It's not their AC, I don't think.
No, on their damage. The rolls to hit and the rolls to damage, I think. He has armor class 14, so you clear by 16, which is max damage, which is 4d8, I guess. 4d8 +1.
Goodbye.
Holy shit!
That's a lot of damage.
There's that
You
one.
were
in there,
not
though.
fucking kidding with that attack, man. You pull a full Legolas here. You grab an arrow, jab it into his eye, pull it out, shoot at him in the face, and it hits him in the other eye, and he's "Arr!" to the side.
Sick.
Someone
Sick indeed.
brings up a great stat. I bet you it's true. Whoever has the highest HP in the party has always rolled the worst. I bet
It's
you
the
that's actually
curse.
true.
Wow.
It's not your fault, Ryan. It's just your character's fault.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
me.
There's you, Leia. What are you doing?
Yeah, can I cast something? Because there's one next to me. Can I change to melee if I can't cast?
Sure. Change to melee if you'd like.
So I can't cast anything, correct?
If you go,
You can,
you
but it
can
can
hide
interrupt
behind
you.
Voitech. You could take a couple steps back and hide behind Voitech, and it would be okay. And you could get your
You
spell
could
off.
hide behind the guy chanting, who's cast.
You know what? I'm gonna stab with the super dagger.
The black dagger.
Wait, my quarterstaff is actually much better. Nah, let's try the bone dagger.
All right, roll to hit with the
I
dagger.
don't have its stats at all, Neil, by the
Don't
way.
worry about it. I will keep track of its stats.
You should tell me. So what do I roll? I never
It's a
had it.
+3, I think.
We'll melee adjust, whatever that is for you.
I've never used melee ever.
I don't
with-
think you have any melee adjust. He's a wizard.
Okay, you're a level 7 wizard.
Yeah,
I think you roll at +1 to hit.
okay.
That's what I rolled at, so that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
16! Plus the bless!
Plus the
17.
bless is 17 plus
Not
the
a bless. It's a chant.
chant.
Yeah.
Okay. Because chant and bless will stack.
Yeah.
That's a hit. Roll for damage. D4.
Woo. Just D4, Neil, are you
The
sure?
dag- all daggers do is D4.
2.
Hold on, let me roll its HP. You take your dagger and you slash the warg across the snout, and this huge gash appears, much broader and deeper than you would have expected the dagger to do, across the nose. And part of its nose just kind of falls off, and the warg tumbles to the
Ew.
ground. You can see the cavernous nature of its snout.
Is it
revealed
dead?
for you? Oh yeah, it's dead.
Okay, because remember that's also 2 + 1 for 3.
Right.
Whoa.
You bring the.
And
wolf-
I am in my dance. I'm like, nice job. Yeah. mm."
So now you've broken out into a full dance. It's not just a chant.
Oh, it's
anymore.
it's always been we're chest pounding. There's a little bit
Okay.
of pointing going on.
All right.
Do I get a
Initiative?
second attack with my dagger?
No. If you throw it, you get a second attack. But you can throw 2 daggers at a time.
Oh, Ryan's got second attack. Then we go.
Ryan gets a second attack, though.
15?
15 plus
Is that
1
16?
is 16.
16.
Strikes the warg. This is one of them that's surrounding Jasper. One of the one that you hit earlier in the night, in the day. Roll for damage.
11.
Plus
11. You drop the warg to the ground.
Don't
Excellent.
matter.
There are now 2 wargs in front of Jasper when we roll initiative.
Neil, wait, I want to throw my other dagger.
I'm just
The
the
silver
worst.
dagger, normal one.
What? You can't.
Sure, you can get a melee attack and a throw. Why not?
Okay.
Roll to hit.
Yay.
There should be
9.
10 with the chant.
Yeah.
The silver dagger goes end over end and falls far behind Jasper, far in front of Jasper and behind the warg. Someone group initiative it for us.
Yeah, let's do it. Did someone roll that initiative?
Oh, I can do it.
Cool.
9.
Awesome. The wargs go first, and just as they are about to bring their nasty teeth that are dripping with saliva, or is that rabies? You're not quite sure. There is a howl from off in the woods, similar to the previous howl that you heard, but somewhat different. It sounds a little bit clearer, little less
How?
Animalistic almost, and the wargs perk up their ears and turn tail and flee into the woods. Jasper,
Attack of opportunity.
Jasper only
Do I get one too? Do I get one as
Only-
well with my dagger?
only someone who is engaged in melee combat against.
I
the
am
enemy.
in melee combat.
No, you threw a dagger.
She could
You're
punch.
behind. You're way back here next to Wojtek.
could
You're not in
punch.
melee range with Jasper.
Fine.
Jasper gets a 24. That is a hit.
Are these large?
They are medium, and that is actually a crit because it clears by 10.
19. Whoa, that's a big fucking roll right there. 19.
Holy shit.
That was almost perfect.
Oh my god, this uninjured wolf turns, and as it turns, you bring your Morning Star just to the side of its head, and there's a sickening crack as its bone splinters and blood covers your Morning Star. And you bring it to bear against the other one that tries to flee as well, Jasper.
Yes. 22.
22 is a hit. 23 is a hit. 24, no, that's a crit because you have
Back
get the plus
attack,
one
too.
for the back attack and the plus one. So double damage that again.
14.
14. And your Morning Star slams into the hindquarters of the beast, passes its save. It takes a shit ton of damage, and it manages to limp off out into the woods.
But that's when Maurice gets his attack.
Yes, Maurice's turn.
Marius, thank you.
Shoot it with the arrow, please, and kill it.
I'm incredibly inspired by this. Oh wait, no, that was damage. I clicked the wrong macro. That was damage. That's not it. That's nothing.
Oh.
I'm
It
incredible.
is nothing. It is
15.
nothing.
That's a hit.
It's not the one.
It is 180 yards from you. Which arrow are you using?
It would be a sheaf. I get +2 for back attack, +1 for the thing. So it should be an 18 actually.
Okay,
With the
but if it's at 180 yards and you're using a sheaf arrow, that is in your extreme range. That's a penalty of 10 at 180 yards.
Okay,
you're using a sheaf
if
arrow.
they're that far,
Just pull
I'll,
that.
I'll use a flight. If it
Okay, a flight arrow is just long range, so -5. So what's the total?
10.
You got a 13 effort.
10. No, yeah, 13.
18 minus 5 is 13.
13.
Yeah,
yes.
13. All right, the arrow sings, and as it flies
Fantastic.
by, it misses, but you get a second arrow shot. I
Okay.
don't know why I'm pointing towards my microphone. You're up here.
Uh,
There you go. Even at -5, that's a 19, which +2 for back attack and 1 for chant is enough. You hit.
Okay. 3 damage.
3 damage. The arrow sticks in the rump of the wolf as it bounds into the woods. And initiative for next round, guys.
During that last round where they had attack of opportunities, can I just grab my silver dagger, or is that not...
Sure. Give me a perception check to see if you can find it in the woods.
31.
No problem.
Crushed it.
Wojtek rolled a 5.
Wojtek rolls a 5, but they rolled a 3. The warg bounds into the woods and is soon lost between the trees and the bushes.
Is it still daylight?
It is still daylight.
All the wargs are gone, right?
Yeah, well, there's a whole slew of them dead near you and one that is running away. But it
4 damage,
definitely
by the way,
sounded
Neil.
like it was called by something somewhere.
Can
Remember,
I
it's
exchange
damage.
my locate creature to locate warg, or is
Absolutely.
it impossible to switch the creature?
Yeah, you can totally
Oh
switch the creature.
shit! This is so cool.
Yeah,
I
but you,
suddenly like my spell, Neil.
you already casted it though.
Yeah, but apparently I can
But
switch the
it lasts
target.
for an hour and 10 minutes.
Oh. Okay.
Neil,
I
you took
began
4
collecting
damage,
my
remember that.
arrows.
Okay, you
What?
can
Jeff,
collect
what are
half
you
the
saying?
arrows.
You took 4 damage, Neil. Remember that.
Yeah, the one I hit should take 4 instead of 3. I don't think it's going to matter, though.
Plus 1
Yeah,
damage.
yeah, it's still it
Oh, I wasn't rolling that plus damage, but whatever. It should have been 20 and 15, but whatever. I think
Oh,
I
if you
killed-
didn't add the +1 to yours either, then no, then the warg did get killed, actually, because it only had 2 life left, and then the +1 from both of you if you didn't
Okay,
include your +1.
so that guy's dead, too.
Yeah, that last warg is dead in the woods.
Great.
Then as it gets dropped, I end my chant and go, right then, good job.
I
Yes.
look around. I'm like, who's the British person? with
I knew that this would be a fool's errand. We could have completed this with half the people.
Now,
Agreed.
Marius, let's not get don't get cocky. All right, we don't know what else is out here. By the way, I just want to commend Wojtek on that chant. Really got the blood pumping. Thank you for that. That was great.
I always bring the tunes.
It's good.
Yeah, very nice songs.
Thank you. It was good. Good job, everyone.
done.
That was a well fought fight.
Well done, also, Marius.
Marius was admirable. He did a lot of damage. I like it. One of them almost died to it.
I look at you
You
and
get
I
that?
go, Jasper, though, kind of a hit and miss. I've seen you do some good things, and seems like you need some more practice.
I think I will practice. I will work on it. Yes. We should probably continue.
Yes, let's find the portal.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, I locate
We need to
Ward.
find the sign that says portal. We need to find that.
Okay.
Was there anything like in the Warg shorts or T-shirts that they were wearing, like pocket of gold?
There's a really tacky, like, golden cross that's
Perfect.
stuck in their shorts.
I'll melt that down.
Cool.
We just keep going the same way.
Cool. Yeah. So
I'm at
Jen,
the front of
you
the party still.
switch to wargs and you start
Yeah.
searching, and you do in fact feel a warg. It's at the very very end of your range, but you still sense one.
Yeah,
and
I say this way.
It's getting faint, and it's
Yeah.
gone.
Oh.
So it's moving away from you, but you can kind of have the location more or less.
Yeah, so I go in that direction.
Okay. You guys tumble off or run off through the woods searching for this creature. Occasionally it pops into your radar and then out of your radar. But you manage to track it down.
We can take our final break here if you want.
I would give me like 1 minute.
Okay, I didn't know you were going to cliffhanger it.
Yeah, we're going to cliffhanger it.
Okay.
Moving through the woods, give me perception checks. Jen, actually, just Jen, because you're using the tracking spell, and then this.
Wah, wah.
19?
Meh, meh, meh.
Okay.
But with my one eye.
Yeah. So using your, you're trying to find these wargs out in the woods, and you're tracking their general location. But you seem to miss something along the way as you're chasing these creatures down, and you all turn in shock and surprise as you hear a loud roar come from behind you and to your left a little bit. And that is how we end.
Get wrecked, YouTube.
Ryan, you want to do a send-off for us again?
No, I think Neal did a great job.
We'll be back, guys. God damn it, Ryan.